Since Starfield's June update that finally saw the release of the long-awaited creation kit, Starfield has now finally begun to see an increase in mods appearing on the Nexus. And that's because with the creation kit, modders now have the same tools that devs use to create the game, meaning there is so much more potential now for new mod developments and bigger mods to be released. And Starfield has already got its fair share of cool mods. Maybe it hasn't quite reached the heights of Skyrim and Fallout 4 just yet, but it's still early days and there's definitely potential there to be just as good as both of those titles. Loads of mods are being uploaded to the Nexus and Bethesda's Creation Club every day now, so I'm here to pick out some of the best ones and show you lot what's out there. And if you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like, and for more Starfield content, make sure to subscribe to the channel because Starfield modding is only going to get better as time goes on, and I really can't wait to see what modders come up with and bring you lot on the journey with me. So buckle up as we jump into our first mod, Starfield HD Overhaul by Luxor8071. This mod provides all new and improved HD textures to Starfield. It replaces thousands of textures all across the game, upgrading them to a higher resolution and reducing noise from textures to make them much more clearer. With this mod installed, everything around you will become much sharper and less blurry, making for a far better and immersive experience in my opinion. I really love how it improves the water texture in New Atlantis. No more swimming around in green jelly anymore, but finally actual clear, non-toxic looking water. For me, this mod is an essential mod for any Starfield playthrough, as some of the vanilla textures are really poor, and this just brings Starfield up to the standards of what you'd expect from a AAA game. Just keep in mind that this is a huge mod and there are thousands of textures that have been upscaled, so be aware that there are a lot of big files to download, but I promise you the results are definitely worth it. Speaking of essential mods, and a mod that will always be in my load order, EXE Effects Textures Enhanced by Weeson. This mod focuses on the effects in Starfield and it improves just about all of them. From muzzle flashes to storms, blood effects to explosions, all areas of Starfield's particle effects have been upgraded and improved. I'd say it's most noticeable in fire and explosion effects, especially if you use a lot of grenades and explosive rounds in your playthrough, as the textures look far better than the vanilla fire textures and are way more realistic. So if you want to add a bit more pop to the particle effects in your Starfield, then this is the mod for you. Next up we have a Star Wars spacesuit mod with The Mandalorian by Radiclown. This mod allows you to obtain Din Djarin's first armor, the one that he wears at the start of the TV show. This suit is very cool and well modelled, but if you prefer the shiny version that Mando is better known for wearing, you can take it to a spacesuit workbench and change the skin from Durasteel to Beskar. Or maybe you're a bit more old school and you prefer a different Star Wars bounty hunter? Well, don't worry, because Radiclown has also made the Book of Boba Fett armor. This armor is also very nicely modelled and well textured, and both suits can be found in the lair of the Mantis, and they share the exact same legendary effects and stats as the Mantis armor, and these cool capes can be crafted in an industrial workbench. Moving on to our next mod, we're sticking with the Star Wars theme here with the T47 Speeder by Electronis. It may look like on the surface just a simple retexture for the Rev 8 vehicle, but trust me, this mod does so much more for planetary exploration than you'd first think. After you bought the Rev 8 from the spaceport, you will unlock the speeder. All you need to do is activate it and make it your current vehicle. When you first step into your speeder, you'll get a notification saying, "I believe I can fly." And that's because this thing doesn't just look like a speeder, it can fly like one too. I believe I can touch the sky. Just hold the jump button and your speeder will take off, making it easy for you to traverse any planet you land on. The exterior of your speeder is fully customizable, and you can even fly it in first person. While it's not the easiest thing to control at times, it is one of the closest things we've had so far to being able to fly around planets, so it's a huge step in the right direction. Moving away from Star Wars now, with the next mod, RK1M Legendary Sniper by CBX Mods. This is a weapon mod that adds a standalone sniper to the game. To obtain this weapon, head over to Aquila City and you'll find it sitting on the bar over at the hitching post. This sniper has 2 times reload speed, concussive rounds, meaning there's a small chance to knock your target out. It also has the oxygenated mod installed, which means you can hold your aim steady for a lot longer. It also comes with a recon laser sight. I'd recommend putting a suppressor on the RK1M and using it for a stealthy playthrough, as its long range powerful shot are perfect for any space assassin. If you're a fan of Fallout 4, then you'll no doubt remember the recruitment beacon that you could place in your settlements to help recruit new settlers. Bards Outpost Recruitment Beacon by Same Old Bard attempts to bring this feature into Starfield. It allows you to deploy an antenna. This will act like a recruitment beacon and allows you to recruit new members to your outpost. It can take up to 1 to 10 days for your colonists to arrive, but this can be sped up by increasing your leadership skill in the social tree. Sometimes your crew members may even arrive with family members, including partners, children, and even parents. If you pair this mod with Bards Outpost Crew Command, you can transform your outpost from a passive settlement into a bustling hub of activity. This mod attempts to give you the ability to assign meaningful tasks to your crew, like cleanup, where colonists will be assigned to removing corpses in the outpost, picking up weapons, and clearing up rocks and bushes. Or you can assign them to patrols, where they can follow a path of rugs that you can place down yourself, or the slightly experimental automatic path around your outpost. While out on patrol, your colonists will draw their weapon, ready to defend your outpost from any hostile engagement, and follow the patrols either you set or set by the AI. These mods together are great and really help to improve Starfield's slightly underwhelming outpost system, even when compared to the older Fallout 4 settlement system. Speaking of Fallout 4, when playing Starfield, do you ever feel like you're missing someone? A certain four-legged good boy? Me too. Well, meet Dogmetal, Starfield's very own version of dog meat. It comes with 4 different styles. You can have the UC/Outpost version, the Crimson Fleet version, House Varun, and even an ecliptic version. Using console commands, you can alter his size just to make him feel a bit more like dog meat. When you have Dogmetal as a follower, he won't take up a follower slot, meaning you can still have a companion and Dogmetal at the exact same time. As a big Fallout 4 fan, I'm very happy to have our best canine friend back in the game. And to cap off our mod list today, we have Enhanced Lights and Effects by Anamorphous. If you've been modding Bethesda games for a while now, then I'm sure that name is more than familiar with you, as Anamorphous has made this mod for Skyrim, Fallout 4, and now finally Starfield gets its turn. This mod sets itself the goal of creating a more atmospheric setting in Starfield. It does this by altering the light effects, interior lighting, and the ambient light effects. In vanilla, there are far too many places in Starfield that are overlit. This makes it very difficult to see things like shadows and other details. ELFX makes it so that light will only be emitted from light sources, meaning no more invisible lights, leading to a much more pleasing and atmospheric look. Changes have also been made to the fog settings to make for a less foggy interior, and LUTs have been reshaded to add a bit more colour into the world. And finally, the flashlight has been redesigned. It now has a 2x radius, and the brightness settings have been altered to make for a more immersive experience. I really love how this mod can change the whole feel of the game, from walking through just a boring cave to feeling like you're in a horror movie. ELFX really helps to make the game feel more realistic. This mod is the real deal and will truly make your Starfield feel like the next gen game it should be. And that is our list for this episode. There were some great mods today, but that is only the tip of the iceberg. Like I said earlier, Starfield modding has the potential to be one of the biggest scenes out there. So make sure you stay tuned for more Starfield content. Please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, as it really helps out the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.